Welcome to this edition of High School Rewind, coming to you from East High School as the East Leopards welcome in the Bountiful Braves here in Region 5 boys soccer. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Dane Stewart here to bring you today's match. And we've got a match, a very important match for both of these two squads. We introduce first the visiting Bountiful Braves. How's this for a little odd? They had a game last week against Ogden and got postponed to just yesterday. So these Braves having to come off a double overtime loss to the Ogden Tigers just 24 hours ago. And so one of the big questions for Coach Plank's squad is going to be how fresh are those legs as they have to go up against the #1 team here in Region 5. It's a team that, boy, their season got off to a bit of a rocky start, but they've been playing better as of late. You look at guys like Bridger Booth as well as Etienne Newton. They lead the team in scoring. They're going to have to find a way to get some goals here today. I believe the starting keep today will be Sainsbury. He's going to have a big match as well. These two teams played earlier this season, and it was the Bountiful Braves with a 4-0 victory. Or excuse me, it was the East Leopards with a 4-0 victory over these Bountiful Braves. So the defense needs to be a little bit better today for Bountiful in a game that is very important for them as they are on the outside looking in to, well, in terms of the playoff pictures. We switch and talk about the East Leopards now. This is a team sitting atop Region 5 all by them lonely selves. And if East gets points here today, win or a tie, they will clinch a playoff berth. So a lot on the line here for East. They're coming off an overtime victory themselves, defeating the Bonneville Lakers. It was a game that ended up in the 96th minute, a penalty kick by Yves Govina. He leads the team in scoring this season. Matt Barker missed the majority of that match with an injury. Expect him to be back today. And Trevor Elders, 8 shutouts on the season. That is good to be tied for #1 in the state, #1 in 4A, tied in both of those different groups. Trevor Elders, what a year for him as he has 8 shutouts, looking for his 9th here today. We mentioned Bountiful's been playing better as of late. East, the defense has been solid. Going to be a good matchup for you next. Here are the Leopards and the Braves on High School Rewind. Ready to kick off here from East High School. The Leopards return home. As this ball played near side. Drop back, Christensen with it. Mentioned East on a 2-match winning streak. Trevor Elders had the 4-match shutout streak earlier this year, and right now coming into this one on a 2-match shutout streak. Christensen to throw in. Govina comes near side with it. That ball taken away. And it's Bridger Booth leading the charge for the Braves, trying to play the ball ahead. It's off the side of the foot of Lamone. Ball dropped back. The Braves still with it. Here's Jensen. Nice job stepping in there by Jiba. Garta trying to race out there. He won't get there. East will throw in. Garta, another player back. Had the red card a couple of matches ago and then missed the game last week. But Garta back in the starting lineup. It's Christensen surveying, looking ahead for Barker. Barker in the box. Barker tried to shoot one up high, and that sails over the net. Hoffman will put this ball in play for the Braves. His kick to midfield headed back up by Holbert. Ball coming near side, looking for Booth and out of play. Christensen looking to throw in up the line, Govina. Being hounded there by Jensen. Here's Barker, tried to touch one for Skinlow. Just a touch beyond him. And Bountiful able to get it out of, well, drop back now to the defense. Trying to play a ball ahead. They had Lamone, but it's beyond. That pass broken up by Barker. The ricochets back to the Braves. Hoffman looking upfield. Nice settle. Using that speed, and there's the first goal of the match. How about that, coming just in the 4th minute? And the Bountiful Braves strike quick and early. It's 1-0. A great start for the Braves here in just the 4th minute. A strike from about 25 yards out. The roller able to beat Elders as he's a little frustrated with himself giving that one up. And it's 1-0 Bountiful. Here's Holbert. Dropping back, Harrison with it. Thought about playing that ball out. Instead goes up with Garta. Holbert possessing. Christensen wanted up for Barker, but that ball was a touch inside of him and played away by Robinson. Nice recovery there for Bountiful. Don't have a 8 on our roster. He was the goal scorer as we've got a foul here. This was a Bountiful Braves team that was a little banged up in that first match with East. A couple returning players now healthy as Govina has Jiba. Jiba was looking at Barker. He'll go to the senior. Touch back. Jiba trying to get around the edge, and that ball played out. And East will have the corner. Barker will take the corner. This ball, backside, headed out. Hammond there. And Hammond couldn't get that ball centered. Had another slip up. Nice recovery by Lamone. This ball chipped ahead, looking for Bridger Booth, but it's over his head and out of play. Christensen quick on the throw-in. Cardenas didn't get enough foot on that one as Bountiful again possessing here. Service ahead for Booth. Booth able to center. Nice touch back here in the box. It's Robinson and had that one taken away. East looking to counter quickly. Govina on a run. And that ball's through. Eves in the box. And Eves gets taken down, and we'll have a penalty kick coming the way of the Leopards here in the 8th minute. Govina with a chance at the equalizer in the 8th minute, and he sent it high. Govina hit the game winner against Bonneville on the PK. But he missed that one, and East will throw in. Boy, a great early opportunity for the Leopards to tie it up. As Holbert touches outside to Jiba. Jiba in the box. Has an opportunity to center. Garta, the shot deflected just wide. And another corner for the Leopards. Barker. That ball ricocheting around, and they say out off of East. This kick will roll long and out. East to throw in. A foul on the challenge there in the air by Govina. Cleared away by Eves. That ball kept in along that far line. Sent up, but broken up by Holbert, who has it now. Plays outside Jiba. Marked by Robinson. Trying to use Skinlow to help get it around him. Bountiful will clear it down in the box for Elders. Harrison. That ball goes right to Bountiful. Broken up by Cardenas. Nice job by Old Reliable on that back line for East. Ahead to Barker. Barker trying to get around. Nice job cutting him off, and that ball played out. And East will have another corner. Barker. Rolling beyond Cardenas and out for an East throw-in. No one picks up Skinlow. Great find by Christensen. And just pushed off the ball by Robinson. Bountiful trying to clear it. Booth. Cardenas steps in the way. Looking to turn it out with Barker. Bountiful coming out with it. Couple challenges. Cardenas, boy, nice fake there. Little maverick move. Put the brakes on and let Bountiful fly right by. Ball between a couple Braves as Cardenas comes up. Holbert. This ball sent ahead. But beyond. Elders puts it down, quickly looking. Bountiful possessing with Booth. Lamone, nice turn. That ball nearly got through in the box as ricochets back to Elders. Nearly had Burke with a chance one-on-one, but the East defense makes a nice play there. Gotta run, backside. This is Burke. Hammond there. And he's able to keep that ball in play. Nice hustle by Alec Hammond. It's played out with Garta, but he couldn't run it down. Over the head of Christensen. Booth saying he got a head on it. Linesman will agree. Bountiful to corner. Corner, backside. Ball bouncing around. Garta to clear it out. Harrison, deflect off Maynard. And thought we had a whistle. Yes, we do. The foul on Maynard. Jiba. Nice settle by Jiba. Nearly taking on a couple of Bountiful defenders as we've got a delayed whistle here. 16th minute. A kick for Cardenas. That ball into the box. And coming out was Sainsbury. To the middle with Arbuckle. Christensen able to get there, though off the side of the foot. Christensen. Good aggressive play by the Braves here, putting pressure on the possession back with Elders. Robinson throwing in. Here's Booth. Booth looking for a shot, and Elders makes the save. That ball dropped right in front of him. Cardenas playing out. Jiba, second time he hasn't been able to possess it along the line. Bountiful awarded a kick here from 50 yards out. Ball in the box, and it got through a corner for the Braves coming up. A low ball from the corner. Jiba able to step in front of it, send it out of the box for the time being. Harrison over the head of Jiba and out. Hammond to throw in for the second time after Bountiful headed it out. The ball ruled out off of Newberger. He and Smith came on for the Leopards just a minute ago as Cardenas will head it back here to Elders to gather. 20 minutes in, midway through our first half. 1-0 the advantage for the Braves. And we're playing through. Govina looking for the left-footed strike just wide. Hammond able to send it up. Over to Jiba. And a foul here called against Maynard of Bountiful. Robinson of Bountiful. Cardenas again. Holbert straight away. Tried to play that ball out with Barker. Didn't get to him. Harrison will drop back to Elders. In the air, Holbert able to get it over with Christensen. Christensen up the line. Trying to get around Robinson. Pushed off the ball there by Robinson. A couple of East fans wanted to call. Center didn't see it, or at least didn't think worthy of a stoppage. Sent over the top. Burke couldn't get there before able to be touched back to Elders. Smith. Good drop. Christensen playing over with Harrison. Newberger couldn't keep it in play. And we're going to have a foul here called on Smith. Hoffman puts it in play, and boy, tell you what, Maynard wasn't looking for that one, was able to get there, but ends up playing it out. That ball just poked away from Govina. And we're going to have a stoppage here. Bountiful will put this ball in play just shy of midfield. That ball takes a bounce and out. Elders to kick. In play to his defense, Christensen has Jiba. Barker putting a run on. Barker in the box. Looking for some help. Jiba in the middle. Barker turns back to the end line. Looking backside and just headed. Good play made by Maynard as Newberger was just sneaking in. Tell you what, if Maynard doesn't make that play, I think Newberger does. Here's a touch back for Max. Doesn't get through. And the ball sent out by Bountiful East on the corner. Boy, good energy by Newberger here in this last minute or so. A couple of good opportunities for roll number 5. Govina got ahead on it. It's out to Newberger, able to head it back with Smith, who took the corner. Looking in the box. And boy, that got through to Barker. Is coming out and gathering here is the keep. 26th minute from East High. As a challenge in the air. Harrison thought there was a foul. Center rules advantage. Here's Wyatt again. We'll find Holbert in space. Good patience. Harrison. Holbert. Able to evade a couple men. Now looking up the line for Jiba. And just beyond him. Hoffman's throw-in, headed up by Christensen. Jiba drops to Smith. Harrison's pass off target, and now it's an opportunity for Burke. Burke brings it in the box. The shot is high. Elders kick sent back up by Hoffman. Nice job by Bountiful, able to head that up and keep it in play. Back with Arbuckle. The ball deflecting around a couple times. Bountiful still on the possession. Ball sent ahead. Over the head of Christensen. Robinson. And the flag up there. We've got a foul near the sideline. Opportunity for the Braves, 29th minute. That ball headed out. Again, looking for a ball ahead into the box. Christensen there. Still around, and that ball sent over the top of the goal. That ball takes a hop. Boy, Barker nearly had that ball squeak through. He would have been all by his lonesome. Garta. Nice move to get to it. Cardenas. Couldn't keep the possession as this ball thrown into Burke. Harrison has help. Garta with Robinson all over him. Plays it other side, but behind Newberger. Hammond on the defense. He and Booth, and a corner, the ruling from the center. Corner for the Braves. Top of the box. And it's Holbert to clear it away for East. Robinson throwing in. Garta comes right around the man. It's Christensen's clearance deflected. Now Cardenas stepping up. Barker. Ahead for Garta. Boy, Garta just had to slow up for that. It was a great idea by Barker, who now has a bit of a step. Garta outside. Barker being patient, trying to turn, but boy, just all sorts of traffic there. Touched back. Smith has Holbert to his right. Back to Holbert as East will withdraw. Newberger tried to let that one roll around. Holbert again with it, plays back to Harrison. Harrison back to Elders. Hammond throwing in. Holbert, space. That ball just beyond Govina. Holbert, good touch ahead. Skinlow plays outside. Christensen. Holbert back with Cardenas. Able to find Smith with a lot of space. Out to Jiba. Hammond filling in behind him. Jiba turns inside. The shot high over the top of the goal. Hoffman. Headed back by Harrison. Here's Garta. Jiba, boy, man on quickly. As they try to go back along that sideline, and the ball played away and out by Arbuckle. Hammond throwing in with Holbert. Holbert, 25 yards out. Garta headed up. Christensen tried to center one to Govina. Broken up by Hoffman, and Bountiful to play it out of the box. Bridger Booth putting a run on. Harrison back defensively, and he'll play the ball out for the Brave throw-in. Touch to center, no one there. Holbert clears away. Christensen playing for Smith. Bountiful look to send it right back down. Christensen able to get it to midfield. Skinlow. Govina will watch this roll to him. And that ball deflected out off Bountiful. Skinlow to throw in. Christensen will throw in here. Holbert. Newton winning it. Garta. Good passing here. Skinlow. Opportunity to act quickly. Jiba. Ball deflected, and East will throw in. Barker comes on for East here late in the first half. Govina and Jiba both there for the Leopards. Govina to center, broken up. Ball doesn't get through. Holbert able to snag it in the shot off target from Holbert. Ball takes a high hop. Hammond racing back. His pressure being put on by the Braves. His clearance out off of Bountiful. Holbert to clear it, does so out. In our 38th minute, no more time updates here in the first half. That ball headed out off of East. Bountiful got the early goal in just the 4th minute. They've held on to the lead since then. Defensively, really packed it in the box. East has not been able to get a lot of passes through. As this ball sent over the top, there's one way to do it. Garta has Govina with him. Skinlow racing up now. And pushed off the ball. A foul here called on Bountiful. Ball touchdown to Barker. Barker, great find to Garta. Tried to lob it over the top. Back to Barker. Broken up. Jiba with it. Plays to center. Skinlow couldn't handle that as it came off of his foot hard. And Bountiful able to clear it down. Christensen to throw in. Ahead, Garta. Thought it got pushed down. There's the whistle. Late in the first half, Christensen taking the kick here from 50 yards out. And that ball off target and out. Christensen throwing in. Back to Cardenas. Bountiful again, putting that pressure on. Skinlow back on the help. We'll play back with Elders to clear it out. There's our first half. An early goal from the Braves. They have the lead here on the road, leading East 1-0 midway through. Second half underway. Jiba touching to center. Far side, it's Booth. Tried to play a ball ahead to the middle, no one there. Cardenas able to play near side with Garta. Barker. Ball just poked away by Jensen. Barker able to shield. That ball came up high. I thought may have hit a part of the hand. It did not. Thrown in beyond Barker in the box as he and Jensen were scrapping. A good settle there by Christensen. Touches over with Garta. Garta trying to get around the edge. Has Govina. Govina had a tough time settling that initially. Nice job sticking with it and getting there before Maynard could for the Braves. Here's Govina. Barker gives it back to him. Govina looking for someone in the box. A shot here just wide and past the diving Sainsbury. Our center called the deflection, so a corner here for Barker. That low ball sent out easily by Bountiful. Cardenas racing back, and a late whistle here. We're going to get a card, and we're going to get a yellow. As I think we had some extra words coming the way or from the Braves. It's Hoffman picking it up to throw in, looking for Barker. That ball out off of Matt. Hoffman comes back on here less than a minute after he was booked. Throw in. Finds its way back to Cardenas. Has help in the middle. Harrison looking up the line just over Garta. Thrown back here with Jensen. Touches back. Govina coming up and pressuring, winning it away. Govina to Garta. Tried to send a ball through to Skinlow. Would have had a middle of the field. It was a good idea. Broken up. Holbert plays to Garta. Govina putting a run on through the middle. That's where they go. Govina has it. An opportunity for Eves Govina. Able to beat Sainsbury coming in the 44th minute. And he atones for that missed PK. The Leopards tie things up here. A big goal by Eves Govina coming here in the 44th, and Alex Garta did a great job of finding him, sending that ball ahead. And the Leopards get the equalizer here early in the second half. Bountiful possessing here. This is Newton. The ball taken away by the defense of the Leopards. Cardenas able to find Garta. Just touched back for Hammond as they couldn't connect. Holbert on the challenge, and it's Govina again. That was Govina's 10th goal of the season for number 10 for East. He's led the Leopards in scoring for the majority of the season as this ball ahead to Barker. Barker, nice possession there. Far line, look to center. That ball doesn't get through. Newton able to get it around Govina. Nice touch there by Booth. Govina pushed him off the ball there briefly. Challenge there. Skinlow had it. Thought he got pushed from behind off of it. Nice tackle there by Holbert as Bountiful with an opportunity coming. Here's Booth from straight away. The challenge from Cardenas wins it. Garta, boy, man on is coming up fast and hard there was Maynard. Our center had a conversation there with Maynard. Some of the East fans would have liked a little more than a conversation. Is this ball coming near side? Newberger, boy, that one took right to the chops by Jensen. Newton with it. Drops it back for Jensen. Newberger nearly had it around that defense. Nice job playing strong by Jace Jensen. Ball deflected. Hammond with it here for East. Touching to Newberger. Has Holbert in the middle. Good find there by Max. He'll look to turn it other side. Boy, great touch from Jiba. The slide coming in, and now it's Bountiful. Booth made that long run just a couple minutes ago. That pass deflected, and it's Govina with it. Has Barker ahead. And that ball beyond Matt. Ball played back to the defense. Space for Maynard. Looking to send the ball ahead. Booth. Able to find help in the middle with Arbuckle. Plays near side. Maynard coming up. Maynard for service. Christensen heads it out. Govina. His pass deflected out by Arbuckle. Newberger's pass doesn't get through. Is standing right there was Mr. Arbuckle. Harrison tried to play it ahead for Jiba. Booth there to deflect it and out off of Wyatt. Skinlow plays the ball ahead. Barker looking for a ball over the top. Jiba racing back. Sainsbury broken up by Govina. Govina with a shot, and it's Eves Govina firing from 21 yards out. Two quick goals from Eves, and it's a 2-1 lead, Leopards. Boy, how about Yves Govina? Goals in the 44th and now the 50th minute after the misplay by Sainsbury. And the Leopards now have the 2-1 advantage as Barker has it along that line. He gets pushed over, and there's going to be the call from our center. A free kick to East. Barker with the kick. That ball hits the wall. And it is Booth possessing, looking to send the ball ahead. Well beyond his target as Elders will let it roll into the box and scoop it up. Eves there again, and he gets whistled here for the foul. Ball put in play, Christensen heading it back up. Skinlow touching over the top for Jiba. Has Newberger backside. Barker coming into the box now. Ryan Jiba with the center. And there's Arbuckle to send it out. Christensen to throw in. Barker along that end line. Trying to get around, and there's going to be a penalty kick drawn by Matt Barker. Arbuckle got tangled up with him. And we're going to have another card given here. It's a yellow to Arbuckle. Christensen from 12 yards out. Good for Scott Christensen. His 5th goal of the season coming in the 53rd minute. And 3 goals in the span of 9 minutes, and the Leopards have taken control 3-1. Matt Barker has come off for the Leopards. He drew that PK. We mentioned he had to exit the Bonneville game with an injury, and he's now left this one. We'll see if he returns. Jiba had some nice possessing on that far side, but it's Bountiful coming away with it. 55th minute here. This was a 1-0 advantage for the Braves at the half, and 3 goals in just the first 15 minutes of this second half for the East Leopards. This ball high, Booth touching back, a shot here. Elders had it all the way as he watches it roll out. Elders kick. Here's Booth, far side, trying to get around. The center has a man there, and it's in the back of the net. The goal is good. Coming up with it was Kellen Burke. It was Booth around the edge, able to center. Booth unmarked, able to get it past Elders. 3-2. A lapse there by the defense of East. A great play started by Booth, finished off by Kellen Burke. And it's 3-2. This ball over the top. Newberger there. Defensed well by Maynard. Thrown in for Garta in the box. Couple battles there, and the flag going up here, the foul being called on Garta. An important goal there by the Bountiful Braves, as they have an opportunity now to potentially tie this game back up. Broken up there. It's Bountiful. We've seen them kick it into an extra gear here these last couple minutes. Booth again, far side. To the middle of the field. Holbert stepping up on the challenge, and Hammond to clear. Garta trying to put some pressure on. That ball whiffed. Newberger has it. Up the far line. Maynard racing back. Newberger still with it. Turns to the middle. How about some ball handling here by Max Newberger? Govina. Good idea there on the patience. Looking outside. Jiba won't be able to track this ball down. Booth. Far side. Played to the middle. With Arbuckle, couple of Leopards there. Holbert ended up with it. Hammond touching down, deflected. Govina with it. Boy, nice step by Govina. Has Garta in the middle. Govina, a roller. Handled there by the Bountiful Braves. 59th minute here. His challenge on that far side, out off of East. Holbert there. Booth again using some speed around the edge. Harrison there. And it's Christensen to play it out for the throw-in. Wolf, Skinlow, and Sanchez all coming on for the Leopards here. As that ball deflected away, Elders with the kick. Elders in play. Garta heading it out. Christensen up the field. Sanchez couldn't get there before Hoffman able to play it out. Bountiful to throw in. Booth with hard contact on Hammond, and a whistle here. The center. Hammond gets booked here. He has to come off, and it sets up a free kick for the Braves. In the box, and Garta there to head it out. A corner for the Braves. Lamone backside. And that ball headed up and out. Garta, nice challenge, has Sanchez with him, plays it ahead. Sanchez was just off. Was trying to leak ahead and got caught by the linesman. Boy, close there. I think Sanchez was off, but nearly had an opportunity behind the defense as Cardenas able to head it up. Jiba. Skinlow with Garta. Jackson gets it back, touches over for Wolf up the line, and was just out. The whole thing. Bountiful looking up the field. Wolf there. Bountiful on the possession. Boy, Garta, good defense there, and a foul called on Garta. Kick for Bountiful. Elders able to read that out of the air easily. Booming kick from Trevor, headed back up by Jensen. Holbert had that one taken away. A couple Leopards there. Wolf came out to put some pressure on. He'll retreat back defensively. Maynard pushes this out with Hoffman. That ball broken up for just a moment. Harrison will play it back to Elders. Jensen finally able to settle it for Bountiful. He'll look to send it back up. That ball out of play. Govina comes back on here for the Leopards in the 67th. 3-2 the advantage. Govina with 2 of those goals. Booth along that end line and out of play off of Bountiful. Govina turns to the middle. Playing the ball ahead for Garta. It's a foot race. Garta and Maynard. And the foul there going to be called here on Garta. This ball sent down by Bountiful, looking for Booth. He and Christensen back. Robinson played it to Newton. Pass broken up there by Harrison as Skinlow looks to send it out. Jiba has help in Wolf. Wolf looking for a ball, wanted to get it to Sanchez, but 20 yards beyond him and easily to the hands of the Bountiful keep. Bountiful looking for a ball over the top. Lamona had to retreat. That ball in the box, and Cardenas to play it out for a Brave throw-in. This kick right at the foot of Christensen. Over the top and out of play. Booth able to head it up. Burke being shielded by Harrison. That ball kept in by Sanchez right along that line. Smith tried to touch it back to him. Nice little step there by Christensen, able to break it up before it got to Burke. Sanchez can't track it down, and Bountiful will throw in here. 71st minute, 3-2. The advantage for East. Burke couldn't keep possession before losing it out. Christensen's throw in sent immediately down by Hoffman. Nice job by Harrison, able to get it away from Burke. Barker. Tell you what, 2 points for the takedown for Robinson. And a free kick here for East. Cardenas will play to Christensen. Christensen looking for, well, tried to send a ball in the box. It was a little off target and played out. Garta to throw in, looking for Barker. Couple of Braves there. Matt tried to touch it through. It'll get to Govina eventually. Left-footed strike is blocked by Arbuckle. Smith with it far side. And that ball touched out off Robinson. Ball thrown in. Govina. Boy, he was waiting for that. Deflected. And East will have the corner. Barker from the corner. Backside, that ball gets through. But we'll have a goal kick for Bountiful. Maynard putting it in play quickly. Jensen just running it up through. Far side Booth. Sends one through the box, and no one there. A kick from Elders. Govina getting called for the foul here, and a lot of shirt being grabbed there. Coach Schenk doesn't like it. This ball ahead in the box, headed out by Hammond. This ball ahead, and an opportunity, a save made by Elders. The follow is good for Kellen Burke, his second goal of the match, coming here in the 75th, and the Braves have tied it up. The equalizer from Kellen Burke coming late in the match. Had a shot. Elders makes a great kick save. Burke able to follow it up. And we're knotted up here late. Hammond with it. Getting pushed, and tell you what, we've seen some physical play and not much assistance from the center on some of these calls, as we've got a foul coming here. Bountiful over the top, and it's Bridger Booth, and Bridger Booth scores in the 77th, and the Braves take the lead here late. The Braves lead 4-3. It's the most goals given up by the Leopards this season, and 2 of them coming in the last 5 minutes of regulation. This ball thrown in, back with Christensen. Looking ahead, Newberger. Had that one ricochet off of him, but he finds it back on his foot. Hammond able to get there. And just poked away by Maynard defensively. Thrown in. Govina, top of the box. Has to play this ball back. Cardenas. Hammond looking to the middle, and nothing but black shirts around. Harrison Hammond to play to center, and Skinlow pushes far side to Christensen. In our 78th, this ball ahead, headed back before it could get through to Barker. Holbert. That ball off the side of the foot. It's Elders sending one down, looking for Newberger. And that ball out of play, a goal kick for Bountiful. Holbert at midfield. Plays to Hammond. Hammond able to play the ball ahead. But Bountiful back defensively. And cleared up. That ball unable to get through, and it's Newton cutting it off. Newton ahead for Booth, far side. Harrison racing back defensively, and that ball out. The throw into East. Jiba ran right over that one. Burke couldn't play it. Cardenas got to get it down quickly. Trying to get around the D, and a foul here called on Bountiful. Cardenas puts it in play. Christensen throwing in, up for Barker. Barker, the center, Newberger, couldn't get it on frame. Christensen. Couple of nice battles there. Christensen able to find Jiba, but taken away. Here's Holbert, plays back. Cardenas looking for a couple of runs, and that one going to be left a little shy. Back to Jiba. Jiba with a shot. Boy, that one faked him. The foul isn't there. Govina punches it in. Yves Govina. Folks, take your hat and throw him on the field. His third goal of the game, the hat trick for Yves Govina, and the equalizer here in the 79th. What a match for Yves Govina. His third goal of the game, and boy, an important one. The equalizer here is Booth. Boy, the foul being called here on East. Well, I thought Bountiful had the arm around the player, but not how the linesman saw it, and it's a free kick for the Braves. This one into the box. Elders reading it and catching it the entire way. A booming kick, taking a high hop. Arms around Barker. He's got it, top of the box. He tried to get a shot off. It got deflected. And Bountiful able to send it down, but right to Holbert. He's trying to recover. Christensen sending it up. No one there. Jiba with the nice settle. And it's Govina, boy, just shielded away by Jensen there. This ball play far side. Bountiful. And touched out. They rule out off of Booth. And there's regulation. Boy, a flurry of goals the last 5 minutes. The Braves take the lead, and it's Yves Govina with the equalizer. And for the second consecutive match, we head to OT. Start of overtime. 2 10-minute periods. First to score wins. As this ball down, Jiba tried to get down there, and they say he was able to touch it off of Bountiful. Jiba throwing in here. Govina. Skinlow playing outside. Boy, great find And Christensen lost his footing in the process. Boy, he had it. Challenge in the box and cleared away by the Braves. Burke with it. He's got 2 of the goals today for Bountiful as Cardenas has it here. Burke knees it ahead off the back there of Harrison. Bountiful possessing. It's Booth, excuse me. Plays this into the box. Harrison will quickly play it out. We mentioned for Bountiful, they are getting close to must-win situations to make the playoffs. They are right now 3 points outside of it as this ball brought in by Booth and taken away by Cardenas. Look at the Braves, an important match coming up next against Bonneville, as the team that's behind them by just 1 point in the standings. The Lakers trying to make a late playoff push as well. Ball sent over the top. Booth trying to get there. Harrison back quickly. Great job by Harrison that time shielding Booth off, but it's Burke. He's been a pest today. This ball doesn't get through. The follow doesn't either as Hammond with the big block. Couple of challenges, and it's Holbert coming away with it and pushed down, and there's the call as Holbert a little slow to get up. That ball, boy, nearly headed right to Garta. As Bountiful looking to send it down the field. It's Booth again. Booth showing patience, able to center. Cleared away by Harrison. Govina with it. Nice touch to Skinlow. Skinlow looking up. That ball a little inside of Barker, unable to be cleared by Hoffman. He tries to get one to Garta on a run, and that ball sent out of play by the Bountiful defense. Thrown in, back to Skinlow. Here's Holbert. Boy, man on from behind. Burke coming up. Holbert with a shot, and there's the game winner. A fist pump coming from Scott Holbert as he strikes from beyond 30 yards, and the East Leopards with the 5-4 come from behind victory over the Bountiful Braves in overtime. Wow. Our final score here from East High School, the East Leopards with the overtime victory, 5-4 over the Bountiful Braves. We said this was going to be an important match for really both these two teams. Bountiful coming in, and they're outside the playoff picture right now. They have a couple games remaining, but these becoming must-win situations for the Bountiful Braves, and they came out and, boy, they played with a real high intensity early on, all the way back in that 4th minute, and it's an early goal from number 8 for the Bountiful Braves. Our apologies, we don't have him on our roster, but it's just 1-0 Bountiful in the early going. Couple minutes later, and it'd be an opportunity for Yves Govina in the box, taken down. He would draw the penalty kick, unable to convert, and we remain at 1-0. That would be our score at the half. You know, it was a kind of a defensive battle. Not a lot of scoring opportunities really either way in that first half. A couple of saves made, but no real great opportunities other than that PK where you think, oh man, left points on the field there. Looked like a defensive battle. And then the second half started. 44th minute, and how about this ball ahead from Garta to Yves Govina, and the East Leopards are on the board, tied up at 1 apiece. A few minutes later to the 50th minute, and Yves Govina, hey, he's got a taste for that scoring thing. How about this strike from 20 yards away? The Leopards take their first lead of the match. To the 53rd minute, and Matt Barker drawing the foul in the box. Scott Christensen going to step up from 12 yards away, and the Leopard lead is now to 3-1 East. Boy, just when you thought the East had control of this ball game, how about the counter attack by Bountiful? It's Booth down the sideline, the nice center here, and it's Kellen Burke finishing it off 3-2 in the 56th. Boy, so East still with that lead. You think with defense, number 1 defense, scoring defense in Region 5 coming into this match, you thought they'd be able to hold on to it, but to the 75th minute we would go, and boy, how about this? Kellen Burke gets through that defense. An initial save made by Elders. The follow, though, Burke able to punch it in, and we are knotted up here at 3 apiece. To the 77th minute, just a couple minutes later, and this time it's Booth getting through the defense, able to beat Elders, and late in the match, it looks like the apparent game-winning goal for Bridger Booth and the Bountiful Braves. But, Yves Govina, like we said, he liked that taste of scoring, and it is in the 79th minute. Yves Govina gets the follow off of the initial save, and Yves Govina has tied it up. We're going to go to extra minutes, overtime here at East High School. In overtime, just a couple minutes in, 84th minute, and how about Scott Holbert, a strike from 30 yards out, beating the Bountiful Keep, and the East Leopards get an impressive 5-4 overtime victory over the Bountiful Braves. We mentioned important game for both of these two squads. Bountiful trying to get up into the playoffs, and for East, they sit atop the region all by themselves, trying to keep that distance between they and the next best teams. And, they had a 4-0 victory over these very same Braves earlier this year. Maybe thought this game was going to be a little easier than it was, but tell you what, impressive. They fell down early. They got a big lead. Coach Shank not going to like that they gave up a couple of goals there in the second half, but how about Yves Govina getting the big equalizer, and then Scott Holbert, great finish in the overtime, and their second consecutive victory, both of them coming in overtime for the East Leopards. Well, it's come time for us to announce our man of the match, and with 3 goals on the game, Yves Govina, congratulations to him on being our man of the match. Goals 10, 11, and 12 on the season for Yves. Coming here today, Yves Govina, our man of the match. Again, the East Leopards 5-4 in overtime over the Bountiful Braves. East, they're still kings of the mountain for the time being, but important games coming up against rivals Highland and then the ever so deadly Ogden Tigers. But for today, it's East with the 5-4 win. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time right here on High School Rewind.